Take SWIFT. It carries the messaging behind roughly $150 trillion in cross-border payments every single year. But here's the thing most people get wrong about SWIFT. It doesn't move the money. It's a messaging network. It sends the instructions and the banks settle. And those banks don't get rich because value flows through the wires. They get rich because they own the unit of account at each end. The dollar, the euro, the pound, the currency people actually hold, the currency they actually save, and the way that they price things. The bridge is the road. It's the unit of account is the real estate. Now apply that to XRP. The bull case describes two payment paths on the XRP ledger. The first is traditional ODL. Local currency converts to XRP, crosses the ledger in seconds, converts to the destination currency on the other side. XRP is the bridge, held for seconds. The second is the hybrid model, where RLUSD is the stable unit and XRP bridges between RLUSD and other assets when direct liquidity is thin. Both paths are real, but neither is the one Ripple is actively selling to Deutsche Bank, to SBI, to the institutions on its network in 2026. Here is the third path, the one the bull case tends to leave out. And I'm not guessing. Ripple spells it out on their own website in their own FAQ. They ask it directly. How do stablecoins power cross-border payments? And here's their answer. Instead of routing funds through multiple correspondent banks, which adds time and cost, a business can convert local currency into RLUSD and send it across the XRP ledger in seconds. Because RLUSD is backed one-to-one by US dollar reserves, the value remains consistent throughout the transfer. On the receiving side, RLUSD can be held directly in a digital wallet or converted into local currency through stablecoin off-ramp partners. Now think about that flow again. It names the XRP ledger, the rails, but XRP, the token, the asset you actually hold, is not in it. RLUSD does the work. And it's not that Ripple forgot XRP exists. Elsewhere on the page, they describe the older path, converting fiat into a cryptocurrency like XRP. So, they know the difference. They built two roads, and the one they paved for the stablecoin era doesn't really run on XRP. So, what is XRP's role in that transaction? Account activation and the fee. That's it. You hold a small amount of XRP so your wallet can exist on the network, and the fee is 0.00001 XRP per transaction. Institutions move millions of dollars across the ledger, and the XRP involvement is worth a fraction of a cent. Now, here's where the AMM argument, the one I built in Chapter 1, breaks down. The community is right that as RLUSD grows, the RLUSD XRP pools can deepen. Deeper pools means lower slippage. Lower slippage means XRP is a more efficient bridge. But read that conclusion again. A more efficient bridge. Not a scarcer store of value, not a reserve currency, not a yield-generating asset, a better bridge. Efficiency in a bridge does not create holding demand. It creates trading demand. And frankly, not much of it. But so those are different things. Trading demand means more volume passes through XRP. It does not mean anyone wants to own XRP when the trade is done. In an ODL transaction, XRP is bought, it crosses the ledger in seconds, and it's sold. The holding period is seconds. No institution is accumulating it. No bank is putting XRP on its balance sheet as a reserve. They use it the way those Italian merchants used the bill of exchange, a settlement mechanism they never intended to keep. And on the native RLUSD path, the holding period is 0. XRP isn't bought, it isn't sold, it's a fee entry that rounds to nothing. The toll road carries the value. The real estate captures it. RLUSD is the real estate. XRP is the toll road. And Ripple just told you on their own website that you can take the road and barely touch the toll.